Hi, Joe Stedman. Got a new game here, got in the mail from an independent designer, a guy named Delmer Esau, or from Warpunk Studio. It's very interesting. It's just a simple card game from themed on World War I, but it came from this click and ship. I guess there's this, it's called the Game Crafter. There's this new online site that you can go to, and you can actually enter your design of a game, and they have all the components and everything that you need. Yeah, the Game Crafter. The box came with a little advertisement, www.thegamecrafter.com. So you upload your ideas, they add their parts, and they print it out, and they ship it out. So this is the first time I've had a game like this. Came with 2 pages of rules, front and back. You can tell it's independent design. The rules are a little confusing at times, but after I played it a few times with my wife, reread the rules a few times, I finally understood the game. 2 basic dice, 2 little plastic meeples, a red one and a black one for the British, one for the Germans, and a couple plastic bags, 2 decks of cards, and I'll show you those in a minute, and a little sticker. The name of the game, I haven't mentioned yet, is Hell Revised. Interesting title. The cards themselves, there's the German and British. They're decent quality, typical card quality, not too thick. They're black, so you're going to see some wear and stuff on the edges of the cards eventually, but not too bad. It also comes with a day and a night card, which are part of the game sequence, and each deck comes with a victory point track. You don't really need 2. Not really sure why it came with 2, but let me show you how the game is played. Alright, so the object of the game is the first player to score 7 victory points, and as you go through the game, it's a sequence of rounds. You move your thing, and the first person to make it to the victory point in the center wins. After each player plays a card, then we flip over the day and night card, which allows certain cards to be played. Each card will have a each card's going to have on there when it can be played in the top corner, and a symbol for what it is, just a capital letter of that card. So this is a rain card. It can be played in day or night, whereas a fighter can only be played during the day, and so that adds a little sequence. So on your turn, you simply play a card, and the object is to build a trench. So you lay down trench cards side by side, and your opponent will play his trench cards opposite of yours, mirroring yours, and then whenever the round ends through play of certain cards, the player with the most trench cards will score points, and then you just keep playing until enough points are scored to win the game. Now the way that you trigger a round to end is by either playing the flu card, which is in here somewhere. There it is, the flu, and the flu will trigger that end of that round, or one of the players can play an over-the-top card, which means that the round instantly ends, and then the person, so you'd play this if you have more trench points than your opponent, but you have to have at least I think 4 down before you can play this. And there's really only a few different cards that you can play. You can play a trench card, you can play an armor card, which at the end you roll a die, and that will show you how many trenches it's worth. It could be worth 1, it could be worth up to 6, so tanks can be pretty powerful. A weird, kind of odd thing is rain cards. You can play a rain card, and the rain cards go into a separate deck. Once there's 3 or more rain cards on the table, then it allows the play of the flu card, which is one way to end the round. It's kind of a weird aspect of the game. Then there's a battle hymn card, which removes two of these, and the other only one worth mentioning, I guess, would be, these are just basically follow the card instructions, do what it says. Is a dogfight, or a biplane. Here we go. A fighter card. You can play a fighter card to cancel an opponent's card, or if you play a fighter card, your opponent can then play a fighter card at the same time. It reminded me of the sniper battle in Storm over Stalingrad. So that's how that works. So that's how the game works.
All in all, very simplistic game. Just I play a card, you react. It's almost like a rummy or something. It did remind me a lot of rummy, World War I rummy. Not a bad little game if you like card games, if you collect them. The theme is just tacked on, but it works. The theme works. There's always something to do on your turn because you can always discard 2 cards, draw cards, and that's it. My wife and I played it quite a few times trying to learn the game, and she doesn't like it too much. She thought it was kind of stale. I liked it. I like a lot of rummy. I like rummy, so even though my wife always beats me. So that is Hell Revised by Delmer Esau. Good little independent card game. And you can go to warpunk.com to check it out. So if you like rummy, there you go.